Mwah. What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be single mother says some guys just want to be a stepdaddy. This video is Kevin Samuels live content. I'm going to have a link to the description, all right, for the original video if y'all don't want to hear me talking over the video, because y'all know when y'all clicked on the video what I was going to do. All right, y'all already knew. But I ain't trying to waste y'all time today, so let's get right into the video. Kevin Samuels, single mother says some guys just want to be stepdaddy. Let's go.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right.
Hello.
That could be a better intro. Mwah. What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be single mother says some guys just want to be a stepdaddy. All right? Single mother says some guys just would love to be a stepdad. All right? So this should be interesting. This is from Kevin Samuels. All right, the triple OG, Kevin Samuels. If y'all don't know him, go check him out. I'll have a link to this video, the original video, and a description. My Christmas tree still up. All right, don't judge me. It's coming down today. All right, it's Sunday. I'm taking the tree down today. All right, and I ain't trying to waste y'all time. So let's get right into the video. Single mother says some guys just want to be a stepdaddy. Kevin Samuels, let's go. By the way, Kevin Samuels did comment on one of my videos, so you feel me? He aware of the content. He aware of the movement. Get with it or get lost. Let's go.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, your first name is Faith?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'll be 30 next month.
Okay, what do you got for me?
Well, I'm a single mom, and I think that it's okay with wanting a high value man. Like, I think it's okay.
You said you think it's what?
It's okay for me to I'm about to start dating again, and I think that that's what I would like to date, and I think it's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with wanting anything. You can want anything, really. It's really the problem. You can want to kill somebody. There's nothing wrong with wanting to kill somebody. The problem is when you actually do it. Okay? So you can want anything you want in the world. Things are possible, but not probable. You feel me? So the chances of getting a high value man that wants to be a stepdad, it's possible. It's not probable. Let's continue.
Okay, were you married?
Yeah,
How long?
4 years.
Okay. And was your husband a high value man?
He was working his way up to one, but no.
Okay. What does that mean?
He was starting businesses. He was a military man, and
Okay.
he was, getting off his feet. So,
All right. How many children do you have?
2.
All right. So to the market, what you're basically saying is, hey, the man I married and had 2 children was not high value. But now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with 2 children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had 2 kids for.
Exactly. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. I got to say it twice. So nice. Got to say it twice. Kevin Samuels. Perfect point. All right. How you going to go and sell yourself short to a dude that you don't feel like was worthy? Which I'm not saying if he is or isn't. I'm just saying, obviously, she feels like that if she feels like he wasn't adequate enough, and now she feels like she has to date even higher up. Okay? Women are hypergamous. They date across or up. I don't want nobody that's below them or that they feel is below them. And a lot of times that's the problem between black men and black women, because black women get a lot of education. They go to school and get all these degrees, and then they start thinking they're better than other black men. Black men that work regular factory jobs, or black men that are, not necessarily a six-figure guy, especially when the music tells them to only date guys that have this amount of money or chase dudes that have this amount of resources. Let's continue.
I know it sounds bad, but at the same time,
it sounds exactly like what it is. I don't fault you for wanting what you want, but the question always comes back, Faith. Why should a high value man pick you versus picking why should a high value man pick you versus picking a woman he can make his own children with?
That's true. I agree. Because when I had kids, I didn't want a man with kids also. So I agree. However, I'm just saying, I think that I think that I could get a high value man possibly just because I have kids. It's not going to make it like, oh my gosh, she has kids. And I was going to ask you a question.
Hold on. What city? What state are you in?
Alabama.
Oh, one of the poorest states in the union. You just think you can get a high value man? Do you know any high value men?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you.
I love that as she's saying it, she's starting to understand how ridiculous it is. Let's keep it a buck. What is it, like 9%? 7% of African-American men in total make above six figures or above? 8% total. That's not including the height that you might want. That's not including some of them may be ugly, some of them may be nice looking. That's not including some of them may be gay. 8% total. That's it across the board. And you just think you in the middle of America, you gonna find one of them black men just walking around that's like, oh yeah, I don't have kids, but I would surely love to take care of another guy's kids and you without anything in return. Possible, not probable. We keep it a buck over here. Y'all already know how we coming. I'm feeling the energy. It's possible. It's not probable. Let's continue.
I'm going to ask you a question. This guy, he's talking to me. He's a high value man. And I was just trying to figure out, like, does he really like me or is he just like probably wanting a booty call because he's
Probably
high value, but
probably number two. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay,
probably number
'cause
two.
he has no kids, and I'm just trying to figure out, like,
he has children.
No, he doesn't have any children.
Right,
Out of there.
ma'am. I mean, all right. So let's
'Cause he acts
fast.
like he really
Hold on.
likes
Listen. Do you have a son or a daughter? Do you have a son?
I have two boys, a 1 and a 2-year-old.
Okay, so let's fast forward 35 years, and your oldest son is an accomplished attorney making $400,000 a year, and you've had to work with your ex to put your son through, University of Alabama, through Harvard, through junior law, all that stuff, and he comes home and says, "Mama, I'm getting married to a woman, a woman with 2 kids." You're going to say, "All right, son, I worked all my life for you to go do that."
Exactly, bro. I'm 20, man. I'm 25 and my mama already talking about grandkids. All right. Imagine if I worked my way up all the way to 35, grinded all my life. I'm 35 years old now, right? 35. And not only do I not give my mother grandkids, I take in 2 kids that are not biologically mine. And those are now my kids. You think this man has went 35 years, 40 years without kids to now and established himself. He's put aside his want for a family or whatever, and now he's established himself. He decides, okay, I want a family. Let's go get a pre-roll family. A family. You try to sell him a pre-roll family, a family that's already made. Why in the world would he want to give everything he's worked for to your 2 kids up from another man that wasn't even as successful as he is? So you've given yourself to a man that wasn't successful, and now that you getting a little older, you expect for a Superman to come up out of nowhere and just swoop you up as you falling down. Is what you expecting. Possible, not probable. Let's keep going.
I wouldn't,
Yes, let's go
I
get
wouldn't
it.
be happy at first. However, if
What?
she was,
No, see, now stop right there. See, stop right there. Why wouldn't you be happy at first?
because I'll be like, you can start your own family. However, if that's what
Let's
you
keep
want,
going.
if
Let's
you
keep
want to be
no,
stepdaddy,
let's not go down to however. Let's keep on that path. You can start your own family because
that'll be the right thing to do. That's what I
not the right thing, the better thing, because you didn't raise your son and go through all that for him to take over some other person's bills.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to you.
All right.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry, man, but that's the truth. Are your children an
I see what
asset?
you're saying, but it's
But you still keep the
I see what
but.
you're saying,
Are your
but it's just
children?
like, okay.
Listen. Are your children an asset to another man?
They can be.
I didn't ask if they can. How can they be?
And that is a great point, because when you start getting to a certain level of success, you look at life like that. You look at how can I save time, and you look at assets versus liabilities. Okay? How are your two kids going to be an asset to my life? You could hypothetically be an asset as my woman, or might be my wife potentially. You could potentially be an asset if you know what to do to support a man, right? But then now you have the baggage of two other kids. If I have the financial ability to get the pick of the lot, why am I going to pick you as my resource with two liabilities when I could go and get just an asset by herself? Does that make sense? Like, sometimes when I be talking about this, I'll be feeling like I'm in outer space or something. Like, people just don't get what I'm saying. Like, how's this like rocket science? It seems to be simple human nature. But I'm going to keep saying it. Let's keep going.
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No. Tell me how they can be an asset.
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No. Tell me how they can.
No guys just want to be stepdaddies. Now, if they already have kids, if a man already has kids, yeah, we can join families. That's a little different. Tends to be a little easier than to just build my entire life and then just give it away to somebody else. Men make fun of other men for stuff like this. I don't think women understand this. Regardless of what you see on daytime TV and The Real and whatever they're telling you, men make fun of women, or men make fun of each other for being stepdads sometimes. I mean, I'm not saying this is all the time, okay? And of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Men, if you have kids and then you want a woman and she has kids and y'all join, that's a little different. But when you're young and you commit to a woman that's already done had kids, sometimes you get made fun of that stuff in the manosphere, in this realm, in our world, in the man's world. Just so women know. No man just wants to be a step. Now, they will if they like you enough sometimes. But no guy just wants to do that. All right? No guy's just out here looking for women. Who can I be a stepdad to? No man ever. But let's continue.
Can be an asset.
Can't tell you nothing right now. Can't think of anything. So, you got me. You're right.
If bottom line, ma'am, you married a military guy. Why are y'all divorcing?
He was cheating, and we can't work it out because he's a narcissist. So
okay,
it's just not working out.
narcissist. Has he had a clinical designation of narcissist? Or are you just saying that?
Clinical medication. Something's going on.
Narcissists lack empathy. Okay, so a narcissist is a narcissist. He's been around children, so he has no. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say this, ma'am. This whole high value thing has a lot of you ladies in a bad position. Ma'am, you're in Alabama. You're a divorcee with 2 kids, and you want one. Do you care if he's black? The man is black.
I would prefer him to be black. Yes.
And that means you want 8% of black men. 8%. 8% of black men earn over $100,000, and they don't really tend to live in Alabama. That's 8%, regardless as to the age. 8%, regardless as to their current marital status. 8%, regardless as to sexual orientation. And you didn't make babies with an 8% man. You made babies with a guy in the middle. Please explain to me why you want a guy who's so high up now. That's what I really want to understand.
I feel there's nothing wrong with wanting a stepdaddy with high value. Like, it's okay for me wanting my kids to go to private school. Like,
really?
If that makes, yeah.
No,
like,
no,
I think.
Well, tell me why. Tell me why it's okay.
Because if I find a guy and he's high value and he's okay with, I just don't see how it's like, oh, she got kids. Oh, I understand it is like more options out there, but just like, it's possible.
Really? So you don't see any problem, you don't see any issue with wanting your kids to go to private school that you cannot afford to pay for and your husband can't afford to pay for?
No, like, if that's what I'm gonna tell
you this. That's one of the issues in our community.
Bro, it's just so much delusion. She literally just agreed with the man a second ago, and then continues to say it's okay to want. Yeah, it's okay. I maybe shouldn't have used the murder example earlier. That probably was a bad example. But it's okay to want things. It's just when you're divorcing your husband or rejecting a potential person that you could be with for the rest of your life because you think that you just deserve a man that makes more money. That's when it becomes a problem. When you act on those desires and wants. You have to be realistic with yourself, man. You can't just let this delusion just cloud how you live your life. It's okay to want. Everybody wants, okay? I want 100,000 subscribers. So if you heard me say that, go and hit the like and subscribe button. Am I going to get there without working for it? No. So you just got to be realistic with yourself, man. That delusional stuff, it's out the window, bro. It's 2021. All right, it's 2021. We ain't delusional in 2021. Let's keep going.
That a woman like yourself could honestly come up and say, I don't see any problem getting somebody who had nothing to do with this to pay for the bill. That's that welfare state mentality.
No,
that's
it's
that.
not.
Listen. I'm not insulting you, man, but listen. You can't afford it. Your husband can't afford it. That means you don't get it. The only way you could get your kids in private school is to find somebody else who's willing to put your kids in private school. You want your kids in private school? Get a nanny, get a tutor, work with them to get them a scholarship. That's what you're supposed to do. Go get a second job. Go. Don't go get your hair done.
And that's another thing. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. Okay.
Ma'am, in this life, we get what we work, what we earn and worth. You want somebody else to pay your bills. That is unfair. It is selfish.
How?
Because you don't have the money.
How is it unfair and selfish to want somebody to just come and take all your problems away? Somebody that's worked hard to get to the point where they can pay for their problems to go away. Now they have to come and take your problems away, and you haven't done anything to earn it. All you got is vagina. All you got to offer is sex. You don't think that that's unfair? You don't think that's irrational? That's insane to me. But let's keep going. Like, I don't understand the mentality of how you think you could just get stuff that you don't earn. All right, you got to earn. I'm up every day making these videos because I got to earn that 100,000 subscribers. What do people? I don't get it, man. I don't know what. I don't know how people start thinking like this. Maybe it's the participation medals. I think we all went wrong when we started doing participation medals. Okay, because it gave people a reward for doing nothing. Let's keep going.
Money. And
I
you
do
said,
have,
but
I do
not
have,
you
and
can't
that's
afford to
another
put
thing,
your
my
kid. Oh
family
Jesus!
comes from money.
Okay. Let me go ahead and grab this mute button because you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, but you can't afford to put your kids in private school.
That's what you said. I didn't say that I can't afford.
But you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, by implication, meaning they're going to be paying for it, not you. I'm not trying to play semantics.
That's true.
Games.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is
Exactly.
They'll be paying for it if they're my husband.
No, they're not your husband. They'll be a step.
If they were.
All right. So in other words, guys, pay attention. These are the women you need to pay attention to. These are the women that really don't care about you. Because you said it, ma'am, if it were your sons, you would want him to go start his own family. But you're
I don't like how you.
But I don't care, ma'am. The way the words came out, the way you said, if they were your sons, you would want them to start their own families.
Yes.
But for you,
but I also
it's
said
right
if they do want to be stepdaddy, they can be. So
that's not the point. Cool. I didn't ask. No, again.
Sure.
Again, pay attention to what's going on here. It's because of her. It's not because it's what's right.
No,
it's not because of what's right or what's best.
No, you're trying to flip it.
I'm not flipping shit. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. It's not because of what's right or what's best. It's because of it's you. That's what it is. It's because of it's her. Think about what she's saying. I would want my sons to get the best possible, but I want you to pay for it. And that's fine, but what is he going to get for that? Me?
Exactly.
And this is the mentality that guys are listening to, ladies, and saying, do y'all give a damn about it? Talk about narcissist? Did that woman sound like she cared about a man? Let's get to the next one.
And oh my goodness, thank you, bro. Y'all gotta go check the man out. All right, just go and look at his content. I'm kind of new to his stuff. I did the average at best. That's when I first got introduced to him. But the man is spot on when it comes to a lot of these topics. He's spot on, and I'm happy there are other people on bigger platforms that are talking about the same things that I talk about. Okay? The Red Pill community has really fueled me to continue to talk about these topics in particular, because before, I always knew that these were big problems. All right? I always knew that there was a delusion, but I thought it was just me. So I thought that it was just me versus the world with these ideas. All right? Turns out there's a whole community for it. People that understand this kind of information. Hopefully we can continue to grow and continue to knock out these delusions. It's 2021. We got too much to do. We can't just be out here just playing make-believe. Playing pretend land. All right? Y'all keep grinding. Till next time.